Well, just when you thought 2020 couldn't get any scarier, the annual Vancouver Horror Show Film Festival has kicked off, and this year's event is going digital, of course, because of COVID-19. For all the details, let's bring in Meghan Hemingway, Artistic Director of the Vancouver Horror Show. Meghan, good afternoon. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So let's start with what people need to know about this year's event. What can you tell us?
Right, well, we have to pivot. Pivot seems to be the word of the year, I think. And we've moved the festival in our third year to a digital platform, which was great. It opened up a lot of opportunities for us to expand. And the festival starts on the 20th, that's today, at 7 p.m. tonight. We've got 2 programs per night for the next 7 nights. It's 1 shorts program and 1 feature program, as well as a table read series.
And Meghan, one of the films that's being showcased is Vancouver made Deleted. It's about the dark side of chain emails. Sounds very interesting and very appropriate for the festival as well. What can you tell us about that, if you could provide a preview?
So I think we're all pretty familiar with these kinds of emails that used to go around offices rampantly, and the fear of the do not delete. And this is a group of a collective of Vancouver filmmakers, John Flower, Benjamin Choice, Carolyn Irwin, and they took this to the next level, thinking, what would happen if somebody did delete it, or if a whole office of people deleted it? And it's a pretty funny and dark look at the potential ramifications of such a move.
Fascinating. And there's so much incredible work out there. I don't envy those who have to try and decide what makes the cut and what doesn't. Tell us a little bit about the selection process.
Yeah, so we like to say here at Vancouver Horror Show that it needs to have an element of horror. That means the genre really can open up. It can be comedy, it can go super psychological and dark. There's a real breadth and depth to this genre that we try to explore every avenue of. So we look at really story first. It's like, what is the story being told here? Is it well executed? And are there elements of horror? But yeah, I have to say, we were blown away with the caliber of the submissions this year. It feels like it gets better and better every year. And especially looking at filmmakers who are in a pandemic. I mean, people have gotten really creative, and it's just impressive. It always blows my mind each year.
Absolutely. And having said that, I mean, it goes without saying all of the films that are submitted are award-winning in their own ways. But tell us a little bit about the award process and what categories there are, and what you're really trying to showcase in making those selections.
Yeah, we have a lot of awards. We go from best performance to best director, best film, best scare. We added a category this year just because of the wonderful films we were getting. We added a category called best twist, because we had a few great twists, which is always great. When you watch a lot of horror movies, it's when something really surprises you, it's notable, and we had a couple of those this year. And we have judges, so we have a panel of judges, and they adjudicate all the films with the same rubric. People coming from different walks of life, carrying different voices, and we've had one judge with us from the very beginning, and the other 2 have kind of rotated, which is good. It keeps it fresh, keeps people, honest.
Absolutely, on edge as well, I'm sure, at the edge of their seats. Okay, in terms of COVID safety, is there any messaging that you want to make sure that those who are interested in taking part and taking all of this in need to know? And what do they need to know about ticket information as well?
Tickets are available at vancouverhorrorshow.com. Everything this year is happening online, and everything's on demand until the 1st. So you can get your tickets now. The festival starts tonight, or you can get them next week if you want to wait. All the Q&As we're doing with filmmakers from all over the world. This is something that the circumstances allowed us to do, so people don't have to fly in. We're able to talk to filmmakers from Malaysia, Tunisia, Brazil, Norway. We have 13 different countries, and there's a table read series this year as well. So you can tune in. It's a Zoom, much like you and I are doing right now, and you see professional actors put on by the Poets Act. They are a company in New York who's producing our table read series this year. So those are the top selected short screenplays.
All right. It's very admirable to see how you guys have managed to find a way to continue on with this show in the year that is 2020. That is Meghan Hemingway, Artistic Director of the Vancouver Horror Show, joining us this afternoon. Meghan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.